think I'll be able to talk to you guys tomorrow.
Any update today, sir?
I'm not prepared to give you an update until it's done.
Are you expecting the little 3-year-old girl to be among the hostages released, Mr. President?
Keep my fingers crossed.
What do you think of the Dutch election?
I'm focusing on this election.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Mr. President, on this family holiday, what's your message to those who can't be with their families, like Paul and Evan being held in Russia?
I didn't hear the last part of your question.
What's your message to hostages like Paul and Evan in Russia who can't be with their families on this holiday?
We ain't giving up. We're going to keep going till we get there. Thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you very much.
Columns of black smoke continue to rise up above northern Gaza on Thursday. As the war rages, the proposed temporary truce between Israel and Hamas has been delayed until at least Friday. The first ceasefire in the 7-week-old war is due to be accompanied by the release of 50 women and children hostages captured by militants who raided Israel on October 7th. In exchange, 150 Palestinian detainees will be released by Israel. For the families of the hostages, the delay means further angst and frustration at not knowing if their loved ones are coming home or even alive. Israeli Americans John Polan and Rachel Goldberg's 23-year-old son is one of the hostages.
This is my son, Hirsch.
They identified Hirsch in a video which showed him with a severed left arm mounting a white truck.
So we don't know. It seems that the deal is going to be primarily children and women. He's neither one of those two things. Regardless of whether he's in the deal or not, we are going to fight until 240 hostages come home. That is the goal here. It's not 50, it's 240. So whatever happens in this part of the deal, it's only the beginning. But again, until it happens, it's really hard for us to, we're not stopping. We're not stopping until they're all home.
The Israeli military said it had launched 300 airstrikes in the past day and sounded sirens warning of cross-border rocket launches by Palestinian armed groups. Palestinian media reported Israeli strikes in the northern areas and in the southern city of Khan Yunis, where Israel has told residents from the north to seek shelter. The Al-Salawats are one such displaced family that fled south. But Ala, who is living in a tent with her young children, is skeptical a truce will happen.
When they talk of a truce, we get happy, we feel joy. We think it's over and we'll get a 4-day truce. It makes us happy. But it's devastating when we hear of airstrikes. We don't want this, we want a truce for a lifetime. We want our lives to be like all the other countries, where our children can play normally and we can continue our lives without fighting. We just want a life without war. We've had enough of war.
Israel has said the truce could last beyond the initial 4 days, as long as Hamas then frees at least 10 hostages per day, while a Palestinian source has said a second wave of releases could allow as many as 100 hostages to go free by the end of the month. Both sides have said they will go back to fighting once the truce is over.
The beginning of the pause will be 7 a.m. Friday, the 24th of November, and it will last, of course, as agreed, for 4 days. And the first batch of civilians to be released from Gaza will be around 4 p.m. of the same day. They will be 13 in number, all women and children, and those hostages who are from the same families will be put together within the same patch. Obviously, every day will include a number of civilians, as agreed, to total 50 within the 4 days. Regarding the Palestinians, I can't disclose right now information about how much, how many of them will be freed tomorrow, but I can tell you that the deal is a reciprocal deal, so we're expecting a release to happen also on the Israeli side. The humanitarian aid is an integral part of this deal. The aid will start going in within, of course, the calm period that will start at 7 a.m. So we are expecting aid to go in as soon as possible from Rafah crossing. Our aim is for this deal to end with a lasting truce. Right now, of course, the confines of this deal are these 4 days that are subject to a second phase.
I want to hope, I hope that it's going to happen. We've been on such a roller coaster for certainly the past week, but since October 7th, between despair and trauma and hope. I just want to see the children come back. We want all of them to come back, but the first group of children will start breathing again, I think.
On one side, I'm very happy because we've been waiting for this for so long. It's been, I think, 46 or 7 days already since this entire thing started. So we've been waiting for this, and it's exciting. On the other hand, you know, we have a bigger amount of hostages being there, and 13 is nothing next to the amount we want to have back.
יש אנשים רשעים שמנצחים את זה לרעה, ועדיין זאת Free Palestine, ואני סיימתי עם...
Well, I'm happy that the hostages, or some of them at least, are gonna be released. Hopefully everyone will, and this is the only thing that I care about at this very moment. I think all other things will be resolved later. It's not something that we don't think about, but we really need the hostages back now.
We are more than happy to hear this news. We are very happy with any hostages that are going to be released. We are still waiting to see Omar's name in one of these lists. We are waiting for him. The other thing that's super important to us is now, as part of this deal, that Hamas will allow organizations like UNICEF, like Red Cross, like UN, visit the hostages, supply some medication because some of them are ill. We are really hoping that Hamas will let other organizations, international organization visit us to and see them, and we can have more information.